What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I want to start off by saying the title of this video is 100% not clickbait. I'm going to walk you guys through the steps of how I feel like buying the MAKO Pro Skiff 17 changed our lives for the better, and especially how it changed our YouTube channel. We're gonna go all the way back right now to the very first clip I ever recorded the day we brought the MAKO home from the dealership. Y'all check it out. What up, my friends? This is Ron with Crossroads Media, and welcome to today's video where I have got some exciting news for you guys, and really news that's gonna kind of reshape this channel in certain aspects. Now, I've been working for my kayak ever since I got down here, and it has been awesome. I love my kayak, and I love kayak fishing. The problem is, the boys won't go out on it with me because they're just a little bit timid of the kayaks. So I talked to Sarah and I talked her into buying a boat, a brand new 2020 MAKO Pro Skiff 17. I can't believe she said yes. I really can't.
So Ron got you thinking that I allowed him to buy this boat for him, but in all reality, I really wanted a boat. Not just to fish, but I like to cruise and attempt to get a tan. Redheads don't tan, but we get partial, like, glow, I guess you could call it, but I really wanted the boat.
After we brought that boat home the first day, it really did start to change the direction of our YouTube channel. For the first time ever, we were making videos that had some purpose to them. We were doing the boat review videos. We were having family vlogs that we were able to shoot out on the water. And then the craziest thing happened. We started catching some fish. Oh yeah, woo!
Yeah, I'm so excited to finally catch stuff other than remora, and I honestly think I may have a new addiction, and that's offshore fishing.
Got a good hook set on him and landed that one. Woo! All right. That's a Spanish. In the boat.
Yes, sir. How you feel about trolling now?
I can do it.
Whew. Aside from catching fish and just having an overall great time, the boat really is what allowed us to transition into working with Bama Beach Bum and Angler Up with Brant. Now, I know you guys just saw a video on Brant's channel about Facebook messages and things like that. Well, I used to be that guy, and I was messaging them on Facebook, on social media, trying to get them to do stuff with me. But I was doing it a little bit different. I was actually offering to film for them rather than trying to get those guys to go fishing with me. And I'd never really had a great opportunity to send a message that made any sense. So I'm gonna roll you guys a clip of them reading the very first messages I've ever sent to them and just how corny it kind of was.
Good afternoon, Brant. I relocated here to Pensacola back in February. I would love to do a charter with you. I know you are not doing as many, but I'd like to try to set one up. P.S. I'm not an Alabama fan, and I've never once in my life uttered the words roll tide. Let me know if you have any availability coming up. Ron's first message to me, and that was sent on August 20th, 2019. Now, you have to understand something. Like, back when I was running charters, I probably got, and doing YouTube, 30 to 40 of these a day, identical to this right here. And so it is really interesting to see the fact that out of all the people that have contacted me for charters and just through the YouTube channel, wanting to fish or wanting to set something up, that Ron and I's relationship, business relationship and friendship both evolved into what it has. It's pretty neat, but that's a very typical message right there to receive from someone that's wanting to book a trip or wanting to fish.
So the first message that I ever got from Ron, I'm going to read it for you first, and then we'll talk about it for a second, and I'll explain kind of what's going on here. He says, "Hey man, I left a comment on your new video. Awesome vid, by the way. I have a boat, and I would love to take you out if you would like. I can come to Bama, or we can do the bays and bayous in Pensacola. Either way, I'd love to have you aboard." My response to Ron, "Thanks, Ron!" Exclamation point. So, I'm trying to be excited. "I'll keep you in mind if I need to hit the water." So let me explain something right here. That's definitely my pat response of just blowing you off, pretty much, okay? I get requests or offers like this quite often, which most of the time people are just being really super nice, and I'm very appreciative of the niceness of people and the offers that they give me. But if I don't know you, and I didn't know Ron, Ron was just another guy at this point messaging me this, which again, I appreciate that. But I'm not going to just go hop on a boat with somebody I don't know. I mean, it's really nice to offer, but I'm just not going to do that.
So yes, I used to be that guy that was sending these guys messages trying to get them to do stuff with me, but in my defense, I was never sending them messages asking them to fish with me or to allow me to come out and fish with them or give me spots. I was trying to work with these guys. I felt like Sarah and I could bring a special benefit to their channels that would give their viewers a different perspective. And now with the MAKO, I finally felt like I had it in to do that. Brant had just sold his boat, so I thought what better time to reach out to Brant and try to get him out on the MAKO with me, and lo and behold, he said yes.
So I had watched Ron watch these guys fish for a while, and when he finally got the call to go out with these guys, I had never, because the night before he's out there spit shining the boat. It was the cleanest I had ever seen it in forever. He wanted it to look good, and I'm telling you what, he was fangirling. Like, I'm talking like fangirling, this level fangirl.
So yeah, Sarah's not wrong. I may or may not have definitely been fangirling a little bit that first night before we went out. But you know what? I'd been watching these guys for a long time. I was a huge fan. And now I was finally going to have an opportunity to go out on a boat with them, film, and show them what I could do and what we could bring to their channel. Let's check out that first trip.
What are we doing today? What are we doing? Okay, we're actually going right. Oh, gracious. We're going to meet Captain Ron. That just dawned on me, like Captain Ron. That's who we're going to meet. I should bring you one of those like little captain hats.
I'm going on a little bit of an adventure today. So going fishing, but not really going fishing, which is kind of weird, really, right? But going out on the MAKO, got a special guest on the boat with me, Brant Peacher from Angler Up with Brant. I've been trying to get Brant out on the MAKO for a little while now. It finally worked out with our schedules, and he was able to come out with me today.
Guys, here's Captain Ron right here. Okay, we got to get you a shirt that says Captain Ron, or a hat, one of the two.
At least a hat, one of the two that says it right. It just goes together.
It does, man. It just goes great. It's a cool little boat though. This is a little MAKO, guys. What is this? An 18?
17.
17 MAKO. And it's got a lot of room. Like this is a neat little boat.
Now I don't know if you guys remember, but back then we were still right in the middle of our identity crisis. We had went from RG1 Productions to Crossroads Media to then at that time Crossroads Adventure on the channel. But the craziest thing happened at the end of that very first trip with Angler Up with Brant. He started calling me something, and as you guys know, it kind of just stuck.
So guys, that was a great day. I mean, we caught a ton of fish. Every spot we came to, we had solid action. And let me tell you a little backstory about me and Ron here. Y'all just may have to call him Cameraman Ron when you see me fishing with him, because he's gonna hold the camera for me some in the future. And we'll see how that works out. It'll be something cool, something different. So I had seen a couple of Ron's videos, and I knew he was a little theatrical, which I liked because, you know, I've wanted to bring somebody on the channel that was talented, that knew camera, that knew film, and, you know, could be part of the team. And so that morning when I woke up, I was like, you know, his name is Ron. I got to call him something on the video. And I was like thinking, you know, at first I was like Captain Ron, you know, from the movie. I was like, and so I called him Captain Ron to start the day. And then for some reason at the end of the day, I started calling him Cameraman Ron. I have no idea why. I think it was because he holds a camera for a living. He's a wedding videographer. And so I just started calling him Cameraman Ron, and it stuck. The first video that we put out calling him Cameraman Ron, we had probably 30 or 40 Cameraman Ron comments. We're like, this is it. You're Cameraman Ron.
So from the moment Ron got home from that trip, I knew things would probably be changing, but changing for the better. After he told me about the trip and I actually watched the video, I knew. From the moment that Brant called him Cameraman Ron, I was like, this is it. This is it. All the searching for a YouTube name is over. Brant gave it to us, Cameraman Ron. And I have to say, it took a lot of convincing on Ron's part to actually change the name. He's like, no, I can't change it. It's our channel. We can't make it me. It's not me. And dude, it's a name. It's just a name. It's our channel. It's always going to be our channel. but the name is what's gonna make it.
She's definitely not wrong about that. I did not want to change the name to Cameraman Ron simply because, not that I didn't like it and I knew it was brandable and that it stuck, but I didn't want to take away from what Sarah and I had built. We had worked on this channel together, and that first 1,000 subscribers, we had been grinding away for a long time to get there. So I was really reluctant to change the channel name to something that seemed very focused on just me. So it did take a little bit of convincing, but she finally did it on a road trip over the east coast of Florida one day. And I remember calling Brant while we were on the road, and I was like, hey man, what do you think if we change the channel name to Cameraman Ron? And his exact words to me was, what in the world has taken you so long? I think they were very knowledgeable about what we needed to do for the better part of 2 months, and I had just been kind of giving a little bit of pushback on that. So I was pretty much working with Angler Up with Brant regularly as we were leading into last winter, and I'd never even met Matthew, Bama Beach Bum, yet, and I finally got the opportunity to meet him when we went out on a fishing trip to Lake Shelby, and I think Brant was pretty much sold at the time on utilizing me as a videographer, as a camera guy. I'm not so sure about Matt. I found out later that Matthew was not 100% on board with the Cameraman Ron from the get-go. Y'all check it out.
I didn't realize this until the other day, but the actual first time that I met Ron was the time, if you happen to remember this video that we posted, Brant, myself, and Ron, about his drone falling in the water. That was evidently the first day that I actually met him. And I recovered his drone that day. He crashed his drone, and it fell in the water, and I got in. It was still like, I can't remember when that was. It was cold. I just remember that. But it was during the winter months, and the water was cold, and I stripped down. I went in, and I got his drone that day.
Anymore. Can I just get a shot of this though, right here? What are you feeling right now?
Cold and small. But you know, I had kind of started to see Ron. I think he'd been in a couple of Brant's videos at that point, and Brant had told me about him. And I, you know, Ron at that point I thought was probably a nice guy because he was offering to hold the camera essentially for Brant to make his videos. And Brant had reached out to me and said, hey, I think I'm going to start using this guy Ron in some of my videos. I think he's going to be a good contribution or a good addition to my videos and what we're doing, and I think he could help you too. And I told Brant, I was like, you know, I looked up Ron's stuff and, you know, what he had out there. And I was like, really, Brant? I was like, I'm not sure, man. I don't know if this is the guy to really add to our team. I'm like, he doesn't really fit the part, you know? I don't know that this is really a good decision to move forward with. I'm just really skeptical about this. But, hey, man, you know, if you want to put him in your videos or if you want him hanging out with you, that's fine, you know, I'm not, whatever. So I was definitely a little skeptical about the decision to bring on Cameraman Ron. I have admitted since then to both Brant and Ron that I was completely and totally wrong, and that Ron has been just an incredible addition to my channel and Brant's channel and has brought so much to the table. And I don't know how Brant really spotted that, but he evidently had a good eye and could see the future, because it's definitely been a good fit for everybody, and it's been a great addition to whatever this team is that we've got going on. He's been a really good fit for it.
So I'm not really sure when the turnaround happened for Matt, but man, am I really glad it did, because at that point is really when we all kind of came together. Matthew and Brant were already doing stuff together, and then I kind of came into the picture. I brought the boat along with me, and that's really when this team started to form and to really start to grow and doing collaborations with each other, and all these crazy ideas started happening with the video. So it was really neat from my perspective to see our channel growing, but also some changes being made to Brant and Matthew's channel from a standpoint of that third person view, and the team just really starting to materialize. And that was the first time we really started having conversations about teamwork and growing a team and not just growing individual channels.
And it's interesting how all this has evolved, because now Ron, or Cameraman Ron, is a huge part of the team, as well as Beach Bum. And you see a lot of you know, us going back and forth with each other, just messing with each other. We are all very good friends. None of it is serious. We are all joking around, and what our goal is for the future is to continue to grow the team, to continue to grow all of our platforms together, and you know, create something big. Who knows what's in the future? You know, we may create a business out of it where we're, you know, selling our own fishing rods. Who knows? But like, we want to continue to grow the team, and I think, you know, maybe even adding more people to the team in the future. But we just love the team dynamic that helps, you know, it helps everyone grow, and it makes the videos a lot more interesting when we're all collaborating together. And so, you know, Ron has been just a huge asset to mine and Beach Bum's channel thus far.
So now we've got this team and we've got all these great ideas and all this stuff is happening, but then the winter months start rolling in. As we've told you guys before, the winter was just really hard fishing this past year. So, you know, they wanted to continue to get the views that they needed to get to sustain their channels the way they wanted them. Sarah and I were still trying to grow our channel at that point. It was really hard to grow an outdoor channel. And I'll never forget, Beach Bum sent Brant and I a message. We were in a group text together and he's like, hey, I got this new place I really want to try out. Do you think we can get the MAKO in there? And I'm like, you know, I don't know if we can or not. It looks super skinny. It's like just this little bitty creek that he's sending me a map of. And I'm like, but we sure will give it heck trying. So we went out that day and tried to get the MAKO in this creek.
Just run. They want to pull your engine up.
I've got it all the way up.
Oh my God. Look at there.
The boat may sink at this point, but we definitely got past. But if it did...
We're about to get stuck. We're about to get stuck. Hold on. Okay. And I've got a... Oh, gosh.
What happened?
Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Just don't look.
Ron, close your eyes.
What? And I'm gonna tell you, we spent the next 3 or 4 months just putting the MAKO through the ringer and seeing what it will really do, and it never let us down. In some of the most craziest situations, that boat literally carried us through the winter. For them, view-wise, things like that. And for us, we were able to grow our channel in a time when channels really weren't growing, and it was all because of that boat and what we were able to do that winter.
The boat was huge, the MAKO, for winter fishing, and 2 of the videos that we made with the boat this past off season or winter season, whatever you want to call it, did very well for me. One of them hit, I think one of them was almost at 150,000, maybe over that, and I've got another one that's about to hit 70,000 from this winter time, and not, those are like good videos for me anytime. I'd take that whenever, but especially for winter. Winter is very difficult to generate views, so if that was all, like those 2 videos like that, that's worth it big time. Like, those are huge videos that I would not have been able to get that content without the boat. But of course, we made several other videos that gave me some great average views. Also allowed me to learn so much about fishing. The opportunities that I had to hop on the MAKO this past winter and explore new waters. It helped me with my kayak fishing, just learning new areas and being able to get to things quicker and see what was out there and see what was working. Huge advantage having access to that boat. And the thing about it, not only the boat, but like Ron, being Ron's boat, we didn't have to do anything, me or Brant. Like, we just show up, basically the boat's in the water, ready to go. Ron's usually got drinks on ice, snacks, like he's ready to roll, probably has bait for us I think he's always had the bait for us. I don't know that I've ever even bought bait. And he's just like ready to roll. We just show up, fish, and we're done. And it's incredible. I mean, it's been a huge help having access to something like that. Ron has really just been on it as far as offering himself and being willing to help and willing to contribute anywhere that he can, especially with that MAKO.
The winter months were tough, but the winter months is when we really grew. Not necessarily in numbers, but it's when we grew together as a team and we really grasped that concept and we really started making some cool stuff. The boat had given us all kind of an in to meet each other and to get to know each other, and the boat for me had basically created Cameraman Ron. Had it not been for the boat, I don't know that moniker ever would have came to be from Brant, and the YouTube channel probably wouldn't be what it is today. So needless to say, after that, Cameraman Ron just stuck, and that's what our YouTube channel became. And at that point, things just went crazy. We were on the boat every day with Angler Up with Brant or Bama Beach Bum or other YouTubers here in the area, and we were growing. The channel was growing. We were making really cool videos. The content seemed to be coming to us easier than it ever was before, and then all of a sudden, you guys jumped on board and got behind what we're doing here and grew it to what it is today. Now, we are right on the cusp of 10,000 subscribers, and I could give a million reasons of why we're there, but the number one reason for that is each and every one of you. Those of you that have jumped on this video right now and you're watching, you're the reason that we are where we're at with this YouTube channel, and we're not stopping. 10,000 is not the end number for us. We are headed straight up with these subscriber counts, but the most important thing, it's not even about the sub count, and so many people don't understand that. It's the engagement that you guys provide. When we're putting out these videos, you guys are all over them immediately, commenting, liking, letting us know what you like, letting us know what you don't like, and we appreciate that. And because of that, we've been able to grow this channel into what it is today. So yes, did I title this video, Buying the MAKO Pro Skiff 17 Changed Our Lives? Yes, I did. Do I still feel that way? 100%. Buying that boat has opened up so many doors for Sarah, myself, and our family that it is unbelievable. And I wouldn't change a single thing about it. I still love that boat today as much as I did the day we bought it. I take it out as much as possible, and we love creating content on it for each and every one of you, and we're gonna continue to do that. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, we would love it if you would smash that subscribe button 2021 style. We can't wait to see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We cannot thank you enough for tuning in with us each and every week for all of these adventures. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought about this episode. We'd really like to hear from you. And if you're new here, we would love it if you'd take a moment and smash that subscribe button. I hope each and every one of you has a great week, and we can't wait to see you on the next one. Y'all take care, and we'll see you soon.